Malnutrition among children in the Karamoja subregion remains one of the major concerns for local authorities. The situation has been made more complicated by the recent severe droughts, which affected crop production and the subsequent increase in the poverty level, which now stands at 72%. With this situation in mind, a team of European Union ambassadors is currently in the region to assess the impact of EU-funded programs that are meant to improve the livelihoods of Karamoja's people. These programs are mostly implemented through agencies like World Food Programme and UNICEF. Here at Namalu Health Center in Nakapiripiriti, children below the age of 2 receive nutritious foods to improve their diet. With this support, the number of acute malnourished children has reduced from 700 in May to 391 by November 2017.
The goal is to ensure that they don't cross to severe acute malnutrition.
As you've seen, when it comes to the outpatient therapeutic center, we hardly have, a number of cases, just a few cases.
This is one of the model irrigation gardens here in Nakapiripiriti, where residents are now being taught modern methods of farming so that they can sustain themselves in terms of food, given the fact that donor aid is ever shrinking.
There's a lot of community training to ensure that they can grow different types of food and also learn how to prepare them.
During their meeting with local leaders, the EU ambassadors called for greater efforts towards curbing environmental degradation, reducing the number of school dropouts, and putting an end to certain traditional practices.
Karamoja have to provide quality human capital for Karamoja and for Uganda. And for that, women, couples, men and women, have to have as many children as they can care for.
And many girls drop out from school, and I think education is really the key.
The French ambassador was mentioning agriculture, for instance, or roads, simply, that have been divided for years in Karamoja, that simply cannot stand as they are.
Meanwhile, the chairperson of 7 districts in Karamoja called for donors to directly channel their development funds through local governments to avoid misuse from the central government.
We are a government as local governments. We are even not trusting the center. You will agree with me that so much money the EU gave to the office of the Prime Minister for Karamoja, you know where it ended?
That I'm not able to handle money. Who says the local government are not handle money? Why?
You can imagine what would happen with 86 million euros if it is given to a local government. They don't have that capacity to raise that money. That's number one. And but also accountability problems will come up.
Next year, the European Union is expected to release over $80 million through the Karamoja Development Partner Group. Habad Ziwa, NTV, Karamoja Subregion.